So, clinical features of brain tumor. Here you can see many clinical features based on the area affected. So, brain tumors can produce either focal as well as generalized signs and symptoms. Headache is one of the most common one. Usually, dull and constant headache can be seen. Sometimes the patient will be reporting throbbing as well as uh, worse headache at night. Seizures are common mainly in gliomas as well as brain metastasis. When the ICP is being increased, patient will be experiencing nausea as well as vomiting. The patient can experience cognitive dysfunction like memory problem, mood or personality changes. Besides that, the patient will be having muscle weakness, sensory losses, aphasia. So what is aphasia? Aphasia means impairment of language. So it will affect the patient's ability to express and understand even the written as well as spoken language. That is aphasia. So visual spatial dysfunction will be there in that the patient will be having trouble to understand where the objects are in space, or the lack of coordination falls due to that, or reversing the numbers as well as the letter. Hydrocephalus can be seen if the ventricles are obstructed. You can write all the manifestations of increased ICP as well as cerebral edema in brain tumor. So based on the tumor location, if the pituitary gland is being affected, patient will be experiencing amenorrhea. That means absence of menstruation. Cushing-Godd's signs and symptoms. That means the signs and symptoms of Cushing syndrome. Galactorrhea means discharges from the nipples, even though in cases of no breastfeeding woman. So even the patient is not even pregnant or not breastfeeding, the person can experience the galactorrhea if pituitary gland is being affected. Impotence means erectile dysfunction. Visual field deficit, visual field, ability to see the normal visual field can be affected. For example, the affected, if right side is been affected, the left side visual field may be affected. When the cerebellar tumor is there, the patient will be having dizziness, ataxia. Ataxia means staggering gait, or what? The balance and coordination is being impaired. Patient will be similarly like a drunken person. So the tendency will be there to fall toward the side of lesion. Along with that, muscle coordination will be affected as well as nystagmus. Nystagmus means uncontrolled, repeated, uncoordinated movement of eyeballs. Eyeballs will be continuously moving. In case of motor cortex tumor, seizure-like movements localized to one side of the body. It is termed as Jacksonian seizures. So this Jacksonian seizures will occur when only a small area of the brain is being affected. In that area, uncontrolled electrical activity due to the damage of the brain cells can be seen. In that cases, these type of seizures can be seen. Only a small area of the brain will be affected. Seizure-like movements can be seen in localized one side of the body. Occipital lobe tumor. In that cases, visual manifestations are commonly seen when the occipital lobe is being affected. For example, contralateral homonymous hemianopsia. In this, visual loss in half of the visual field on the opposite side of the tumor. For example, when right side, see here you can see the right side is normal and the left side visual field is not seen. That means the right side of the brain is being affected. So left side, half of the visual field is gone. So that is what is called contralateral homonymous hemianopsia. visual loss in half of the visual field on the opposite side of the tumor. Other than that, visual hallucination, in that the patient will be seeing the unseen object. For example, already the patient can see a snake there, but there will not be any snake. Or patient can see a light in the corner of the room, but there will not be any such light in that area. So parietal lobe has been affected, speech disturbances has been seen, or inability to write, as well as spatial disorders, what I told before, and sensory deficits. When temporal lobes are affected, seizures can be seen, hallucination, memory impairment, as well as hearing problems. Here you have to read what are the normal functions of these lobes or the brain parts. Then you can compare the signs and symptoms. When frontal lobe is been affected, personality disorders, changes in emotional state and behavior, motor dysfunction, and uninterested mental attitude. Like the patient will not be having any interest to take bath, brush, and all. Patient will be extremely untidy and will use obscene language, means the language which is having offensive sexual content while speaking or in the action also. Metastatic tumors, we can see headache, nausea, or vomiting because of the increased intracranial pressure. In the case of brainstem tumors, patient can feel headache on awakening, drowsiness, vomiting, ataxic gait, facial muscle weakness, hearing loss, dysphagia, dysarthria, closed eyes. Closed eyes means strabismus or other visual changes, as well as hemiparesis also can be felt by the person. Or the last one, cerebellopontine angle tumor. This mainly originate in the sheet of acoustic nerve. So mainly 8th cranial nerve, 5th cranial nerve, as well as 7th cranial nerve is been affected. So when 8th cranial nerve is affected, the patient can feel tinnitus or chevimolal tinnitus as well as vertigo. If the cancer is progressive, and the nerve can damage completely, leading to deafness if that 8th cranial nerve is been affected. When 5th cranial nerve is affected, the patient can feel numbness and tingling over the face and tongue. If the 7th cranial nerve is been affected, weakness as well as paralysis of the face can be experienced by the persons.